Hello viewers, and welcome again to another edition of your favorite program called Talk to the Camera. Where they bring the program come to you today again, my name is Kona Sesay. Viewers, today the camera can work out with you all the way in a Mambo community. We come for no small thing about this community called Mambo community. The constraints and way people they go through ever since where they don't they live in this community, and also some of the good stories and where they get for share with the viewers them. Now we go inside the Mambo community for go get your views. Hello to you, sir, and welcome to this interview. Do please tell me your name and the position where you hold in this community.
Good morning. I welcome on Namian community. My name is Mr. Mohamed Samai. I'm the headman for this community.
All right. You go please tell me the name of this community.
Yeah, this community name Mambo Mile 12.
All right. Sir, if somebody want for a Mambo community, which road you they pass for make you able to reach this community?
Well, you get for use the main Peninsula Road when from Amuntin to Mambo.
Right. For somebody who not ever know about this community, you go please give me brief history about how this community come about.
Yeah, I go for brief you small how this community come about. The first place, this place be named Pawama. So, but during then time, then there will people and be settled. During the days of then, 1967, 1966, they get a lot of challenge. Where during then time, then the cannibalism, because the side them be there, then side and then not be bush. So then they get a lot of problem. So then self decide, say, well, now, since we then at this bush, let we left here and go settle back up na the street. So that this tongue we go call a Mambo.
Right. That's a very wonderful story. But then what are some of the good things that we want to be the get, want to be the experience? What are some of the good stories that we go tell about Mambo community?
Well, the good story at that time, so they get na Mambo, na be a good story because na a tongue way peaceful. Na a tongue way actually people elect this tongue. And a tongue actually where God don't bless. And God still they bless this tongue because God is handy panel. So na tongue we know they no problem. So they get a good news.
All right. That's not be them ten. The way you compare to these present times, how you go differentiate them?
Well, just like how they say, because you get a lot of differentiation because what you do from 1963 to the year 2000 and 2020. So you must see a difference because what you do, the tongue don't big. It don't grow. We don't get a large number. We don't get a lot of development. So all them things then they so find out say it's a big difference.
All right. Speaking of development, what are some of the development stories that we don't get? Then good stories them about development infrastructure.
Well, I go tell you plenty. Thank you, because this is a good information they get from me the headman. One, we don't get a petrol station. That's a good development, number one. Now this community. Then we get churches. Then number three, God make, we don't get light. All them things, then we get some schools them, we get college. All them things, then a big development when we don't get now this community.
All right. You talk of schools and all, but then we talk about the medical facilities. How that they go about for this community?
Well, with medical facility we get them here, but we get some small challenges because we need for making improve more. Because the tongue don't grow, we get large of number. So we need the elder facility for make it grow more, so that go good for we.
All right. Speaking of some challenges that we face, what are some of the challenges that you feel say people ought to know about?
Yeah, well, the challenges that we face is too much because what you do, number one, we dey strain for water. We not get water in our young community. Goma not give water. The pipe na sit down panam. We dey see the pipe. We sit down panam, but we not get good pure drinking water. So the water we dey drink is not pure. But we dey manage them because no that we not there. That now one challenge. Then number two, the other challenge is what they find a difficult in our young community. Number two, the market, because we get challenges because the woman them boku. And when we get market in our young community, the burden the less to we. But all them things then they not happen at the market land one day, it just the vacants. Nothing other day, nothing other operate they pass away, people and they live there, no more let the place not dirty. Let people not kind of mess up the place. Make we say put people in there for make them day. But we save the pray for low get that low get market so that at the end of the day, that challenge they go cut off. So we don't need assistance.
All right. Speaking of assistance, we not get anybody like we una go meet and talk to concerning them constraints and not get like councillor and parliamentarians in the community.
Well, number one, we get councillor, but the parliamentary but we not get because waiting do. And did the election, we not get nobody it. So all the things they will don't put them before the councillor, but instead they try in your level best. But the people then they suffer now we young community because waiting do. The woman and the candidate meet me, say, Edman, we not get market. I say, well, we say they try, but up to now that challenge this, it look more away.
Let me talk about security. We know now the youths and so many things that they get themselves involved in. But let me look at the Mambo community and security. How secured this community be?
Number one, this community not secure. It's not secure at all for the security purpose because one, we're far. We're far from Adonkia, we're far from the checkpoint. So like Dandeon is a big challenge because when night they cover, we they get chief man then they pass, use vehicle them, get them giant cutter, get them chopper, load inside them vehicle. So we are not safe.
When it gets for do with the youth them, what can the youth they do towards this? Is it that they are the perpetrators themselves or then self they try for fights that this not going to happen at the community?
Well the youth them are they really bless them, are they really tell God thank you for them. Actually themselves they try for make them stop this situation where they rise in the community.
All right. Them engage in any skillful things and whether they do like art and craft or any other thing where they learn for see that and keep themselves busy?
No, that's not in this community. Where at least me youth then they strain too much.
All right. Let's say in the next 5 years, how you hope for see Mambo community?
Well, not to the next 5 years, Seth. The next 1 year. Okay. I go all of this tongue will be improved more into then development here. I go all of this tongue will improve more. Because the next 5 years, so if I don't surplus, so I want to say this 1 year, make this tongue will be improved more.
Make the tongue go improve more inside the next 1 year. So concerning that, the waiting will be what the government of Sierra Leone, the entire public of Sierra Leone, about how you want this Mambo community for the in the next 1 year, and also about the good things them and una constraints them when una the face. What's going to be final what to viewers them?
When we find out what I go send to the stakeholders and the tongue, the community, and the country as a whole, the government, to every stakeholder in the country. The message was to send, number one, let them help we. Let the government help we. Let the stakeholders help we for make we get good water. Then number two, make them help with this market. If this market don't develop, market don't team up there, you go find out, say, the country and the community go grow and will go feel happy. And make them help we for security. And make them help we for so many things that even the health facility for make the government pay attention for improving more and more. So I tell them thank you, tell the government thank you, tell the stakeholder then thank you, tell the youth man them, the woman them, everybody where they participate, I tell them all plenty thank you, let all join on and bring development to the country.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Hello sir, welcome to this interview. Do please tell your name and the community inside you they live.
Yeah, me na Alhaji Sesay, I dey na the Mambo community.
How long you don't take now this Mambo community?
Well, I don't take 11 years at this community.
All right. Ever since where you come live now the Mambo community, what are some of the things that you don't they observe about the community?
Well, the community, they tell me Kaya, this community not been grew up according to population for now. The population will be very limited, but in the space of 5 years while on there, the population they grow, people and they come.
Right. People and they come. If you say like how the population they come in, so all the facilities them where una need this community they available for them.
Very, very big challenges to get in terms of development now because one, we not get a pure pipe-borne drinking water. We now want to the bond we all in this community too. The people, the women who get in this community, pass and take transport for access markets in the other communities. Then, wise we get facility for market land. So now one big now some of the challenges. Then the other challenges we get in terms of education. We not get no community school in this community. All the school and 4 schools there we get. All foreign school and then a private school. And we pass some of we not get pass to send to in a different community for go access community education.
All right. Over the years, what are some of the success stories and what you go tell me like good things and what don't happen?
Okay, fine. Now we go begin talk about the access where the people who have been there first give to the community where they're able to create place them for community use. Like one, then create venue for market, create venue for hospital, create venue for mosques and church, create venue for community center. So some of them things are a very good one for the way the hospital they operate now, even though we not get adequate facility at the hospital, but they operate to the manage them up.
All right. So what will be your word to viewers them out there concerning Mambo community?
With the big old leaders them, because now Mambo don't be all eyes on Mambo now. And Mambo now one community we go up for boost up this country in tourism because of we unique waterfall we God don't can give we. It go up for boost this country in terms of tourism and finance. Then with the big proper government, we want big problem we get now water. The water we drink right now, we've been creating our own dam for ourselves for some time, but now through by migration, people are not build over the source of the water. They don't pollute them. It's not correct again for drink, even though some of food is still drink them because we don't get no other source. With the big papa government there, let them come to aid for this water in business. Though they beg the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, let them help with. Now the market plan starts from here. And in this, some of them shops here where they see. Now the community rents people them so that they able get small revenue. Follow the help for make small side in the community, inside the damage, will make the headman and committee allow people and for build some of their structures there who they take small things at the hand, follow we able get source for build the community.
All right. We don't see the land where una purpose for be the marketplace. But then we find out that structures them did it already wherein people they do businesses. What do you go say about that?
Well, the structures out there, we not just want let this land left empty one so because them parts of the country, if you left your land so no more empty or even a private land, people and they encroach. So we decide follow we put people in how they build small buffer and small structure and they do them business. So even if they put it out in a use, you not get chance for control and follow we able keep the place lively, no more let people aware say this kind facility there for market na this community.
All right. Let's say the opportunity can for a market structure happen for Kande na the community now for the people can build markets na the community. What provisions una make for them people them here where they do business they the structured place right now? What provisions una make for them? Is it that they just get for left the place or una get a memorandum of understanding with them, say if they left now so and so na go do for them?
Well, thank you very much, Madam Moderator. Now, we arrangement so we make with them people are the headman and the committee is when they build them structures permanently. The only people who believe say they pay now they will build them permanent structure. But all the other one are temporal structure. And they not ask nobody for nothing. Just
They pay no rent.
They pay up to nobody nothing. For some time now, because first at the initial stage, even they ask them for something, small thing, for the able cope up for develop the place. But we watch abject poverty on we people them. We self look ping, we say no, low lesser. The only people that we believe say we take something from now the people that we build permanent structures. Then we tell them people that say then temporal structures are anytime where development come and for remove them.
So that means una no they see so una forget any problems to them people are in the future.
Yeah, we're not got no problem with them because they are tenants at will. They are not paying rent to anybody in this community. We only encourage that because they are community members.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, man.
Hello to you, and welcome to this interview. Please tell me your name and the community where you live.
Samuel Koma,
Alright.
Mambo Community.
Alright. You know waiting at Mambo community.
Me na the youth chairman at the Mambo Community.
How long you done there at this position?
I run there for five years now. Because the South Force of the deputy, so people in say and say I fit for myself be now the head.
Alright. So what's not be your experience so far?
Well, my experience at the community, in particular this community, our lack of bokutin. Like the youth man, the most lack of job. They don't even the community market. Right now, they look to government at least for let you help we, let you structure. Because right now, this particular market safe, we not the chairman safe. I mean, they protect them more. Because also run town now for the clean. Always grass tank they go past at times Mr. Safe. Like they always they pull money. I give some youth man there. I say well for let them clean the market.
As you chairman, how you don't see that peace and security they reign in this community?
Well, we in our Mambo community also the youth them peaceful because the entire peninsula. And we are the only community near here could they them brutal chuk or fet or peaceful. Anybody so far where you come, how you can say they go back. You never hear you say then jog person bag na Mambo community or then chuk somebody.
And I get police station, yeah?
No, we not get police station.
That's not get police station, yeah. I can tell like na net, especially with the one them way na they go about and do stealing in night hours.
Okay, well, most of we the youth at times we can count to one. We can go hang at the pipe. At the pipe we can they tell them 12 we observe. So like that can make them bad boys they not able get away for enter inside.
So now can get no cases of theft.
At all. At times we can they tell the police patrols, team so the patrols can come meet you and ask we say what can they do. Who self can tell us so we try for secure community.
Okay, what are some of the things then where the youth them of Mambo community engage in?
Well, now most of them pass themselves job they no more like the land, but most will not get any. Some will say youth will get revenue at this community also.
Alright, so what if you say government need for the youth man then?
Well, government need for come and try for help the youth man them at least. Now go able get some starting item then so that they go, the youth can go learn more job.
So what's going to be your word about peace so you can't be youth man in a Mambo community?
Well, I dey try to talk to them because most of them we all na brother, so we no need any brutality and fet or anything bad. Hopefully, go let us just live peaceful life now. That's how they live in the community.
Alright, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Hello ma, welcome to this interview. Please tell me your name.
My name is Christiana Banga.
Christiana, how you dey stay?
I stay in Mechkem, but I do business.
How long you done dey do business in Mambo community?
Now they 2 years, some months now. September they make me 3 years.
What you not be experience ever since you don't begin do business here? How business don't like for you?
Well, for here the business is slow. Yeah, business slow because people not too the market's not flop. So person not go left in OC, the buy na ton you can't buy. As they see na one grade for the market to get at the table. Now this one old market here, they see no more now.
We don't talk to the man we make mention say this south sound that they so that they then desire for make market structure day. But then una way they sell the present are just temporary. Una get any memorandum of understanding concerning that day?
Yes, then tell we now that make like if you see me, na temporary structure I put on. They not say we put block. Now that they say. If the block work they can't sell for sure say the big market go there inside, then this area, all this frontage on 10, we say go up say, they not go pull here again. We go occupy now for do business.
Right, but if they decide say they want for use the inside that one, not go get problem with them for use there.
Well no, we don't get problem because as long as for development, we go comply with them.
So what are some of the difficulties and where you don't they go through ever since where you don't they join this community?
Well, for this market sign, they're not like West City Council not take the market yet with the strain. We not get site for wet, we not get them toilet facility. Pass like a good neighbor, the normal way we get around. Now then we can go to. Now then can assist you in dancing then day.
So what do you they sell now?
Well, I sell clothing, pots, they have 15 the normal now they sell as you.
Now inside town you can go buy for cancel.
Yeah, they go buy inside town cancel. Yeah.
how much you can go buy and how much you can cancel?
Well, it depends on not the actual price, really. But the way I can go buy, na the same way, me say go just add my own profit as you know now the distance. But not get fixed amount so I go say, na so I dey go buy.
So what go be you want to Freetown City Council about the market and also to viewers them about Mambo community?
Well, me they plead with Freetown City Council, make them turn face time, yeah, because you're in a place where development they take place faster. Make them take up this market here. We go gladly because they come out far, you can't sit down for sell no day. If they don't turn up now, everybody don't come occupy in space at the market. At least a business go there, we self will go happy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Viewers, una self don't listen to the 8 man, the one when are the youth them president, other people them where they do business and where they reside, now the Mambo community, about the constraints them when they go through, where one major one where they make mention of when are the market where they not get at all. And then they send message to Freetown City Council for Canton and 8 for see that they able for get market, so that the people where they stay in a Mambo community not go they strain for market business and they go na turn just because of the one for bye for cook. Moving the program country today, my name is Kona Sesay. Till we meet again to another edition of Talk to the Camera, I say, Tata.